Hello my friends, and welcome to Wildfrost, or welcome back if you are someone who came from our beginner's guide video that we just put out. You survived the 1 hour of yapping there. Today we're going to be actually taking those concepts and applying them to an actual run, hopefully. So taking what we know and diving right into it today. So we are going to go start fresh. I know we had like kind of a halfway run done through a tutorial, but I want to start completely fresh from the ground up. Let this be its own standalone video. Someone might just click this video, and I don't want to have a required viewing segment of that previous video. So we will start fresh. We're joined today by Rotor, Keep It, and P Snow. Yes, the three musketeers here. So of course immediately this jumps out to me. It is a 385x2, so this character will go twice and apply their effect twice. It is tempting. I know I've seen a permutation of this leader before with a similar configuration, but it had a four turn counter. So the leaders can have, there's like archetypes of leaders, but their stats can vary slightly, right? So I definitely have seen something better than this. I think out of this one, this might be a bait, actually. A 5-turn timer is the thing that's keeping me most at bay from this hero. Honestly, it might just be Rotor. It's boring, it's simple, but it's a big, hefty lad. And I've been valuing HP a lot more in my starter leader. Again, just a vehicle to get through the end, really. And hopefully we'll pick up something more interesting down the lane, I think. But we just want someone to give us a nice and easy time early on. And yes, we will pick up Spike. We will pick up Spike. Let us begin today. I hope you folks are doing well. I'm doing just fine. I just had like a soy glazed eggplant I made. It was very delicious. Yeah. Peep the diegetic music, by the way. The little tune, the little jingle only really kicks in when I play my first card. I love that. I tell that to everybody who watches me play this game. It's like I can't shut up about it. It's so sick. Throw a couple sticks into the goblin, so start making some money. And we can... Let's see here. 4 into the porcupine. I think we can just continue our rain of snow sticks, and now we can set up this multi-kill just like that. So Spike coming into play very, very nicely, reactively, letting enemies bounce off of him and setting up these clean multi-kills. Nothing to do here except smack the goblin. We can redraw and hopefully redraw into another stick and keep this chain going. We already have preemptively deployed our woodhead here to tank any barrage attacks that may be coming our way. Okay. Now, Spike is only at 4 HP, so we do have to be mindful of that. We may have to consider eliminating a lump to reduce these attack values here. That's going to be 2 and 1 respectively, so Spike can tank the top row as long as we eliminate the bottom lump. And then Leader can pick up a kill on the same turn on the Goblin. You could consider greeting it out a little bit, hitting with one more snow stick and then the sword, but getting the multi-kill is effectively the same if we can set that up. So I think I will preemptively knock a lot. Well, do I have to do that this turn? I don't have to, right? No, I don't have to. So what we can do instead is have our cake and eat it too. We can do this. And now we've got a couple things lined up here. I'm going to let Spike take care of the top lane, and we will pick up for ourselves a very nice triple kill. And this lump is a little bit behind the chain here, but we can clean him up just nicely. You could save him, I suppose, to set up a double on this Nimbus, but I think that is... I'm fine without. I'm already very happy with what we've done here today. And yeah, early on, I'm not going to be as meticulous about it in the... As the game progresses, but early on, if you really want to kind of sit up in your seat and split hairs, this is the time to do so. Because a healthy money economy advantage early on will snowball into a nice, comfortable mid-game. Okay, first major decision point, I will stick by my own tune and go with the Double Traveler here. I really like seeing 2 units and seeing some direction for our run. Okay, Colonel Bonnie Lupa. Colonel for sure. Very solid unit. It's a tank that sort of transfers its its damage taken onto another ally, right? So you can even see there's like a little pocket combo here, right? Colonel takes damage, applies shell to Spike, and then Spike can then utilize that health nicely with his teeth, right? So we've already got some defensive synergy point going. It's not something that'll win you the run, of course, you know, but it's very nice and cozy for this early game. So, ooh, not great here, not a great selection. I don't have a lot of experience with Fulbert. This is a new unit in the latest update. So this Fulbert is saying, when spiced or shelled, apply equal shroom to a random enemy. Well, we do already have 1 point of synergy here off of the kernel that we just picked up. So basically, every time kernel gets hit, Fulbert will take the 2 shell and will apply 2 shell to a random enemy. That's interesting. I mean, hey, I'm down. I've never had this combo myself. So this will be something interesting. Let's see if we can build off of it. We may very well pivot later. It's still early days, but it's a promising concept for sure. Okay, Strudels and Pop Shroom. Both very scary in their own right. We do have 2 snow sticks in hand. I think I will be playing out this full hand. Yeah, we need to buy time. 2, 4, 2. It's definitely 1 on here on Strudels. I'm trying to think of breakpoints. 2 snows. It might have to be wood like this. We could do it like this actually. I can set up this double. That's not so bad actually. Yeah. We let Woodhead tank the self-destruct. We pick up the double. Here's a consideration. Do you want a snow stick here? If you snow stick the goblin, you're delaying your redraw by 1 cycle. I think it's too greedy. There is such a thing as too greedy. I want to redraw now so I can get this timer here on the bottom right ticking earlier and get my units deployed faster, is the idea. Okay, Puffball is something to be very scary of. Puffball acts when other things act, and this Shroom, this poison, you can think of Shroom as poison. It's a damage over time effect, can stack up very, very quickly. Okay, let's get Colonel on the field. Let's see here. In 2 cycles, Fulbert can kill the Puffball, but before then, the issue is the Pop Shroom that's going to be attacking us on the top side. What's our plan for the Pop Shroom, basically? I'm thinking 3 turns. Not a good one. We burn both of our snow sticks, and the Pop Shroom is tucked nicely behind the Shroom Gobbler, so it's inaccessible. It might have to be another redraw? Tricky spot. I think we can let Fulbert kill this Puffball naturally in 2 cycles if you draw enough snow sticks to stop the top lane from attacking. Colonel plus Hero is doing 7 on Shroom Gobbler. I'm 5 short. Flame Water does nothing here, really. Yeah, we don't have the damage in this position to do anything. It might actually be a redraw, as weird as that is. I don't really value anything in this hand. Do you ever play Spike here? I think it is redraw. It's a weird position. But I need to find my crowd control tools again, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's stick with the plan. Unfortunately, we don't have time to kill this goblin or hit this goblin. Am I worried about any spawns? It's boss and then +1. If it's another puffball, am I worried? I'm not worried because I have Scrappy Sword. And I have 1 snow stick for the Shroom Gobbler. It's dicey. It's definitely harder than a second fight should be. Ah, Strudels. Okay, there's a second puffball. We can pick up a double now with the Scrappy Sword. The problem is, next turn the Pop Shroom's going off, and I don't have a redraw or a freeze. Does Hero have to tank 1 instance of a Pop Shroom attack? He can. Basically, it's going to be 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Right? So Hero can tank 1 full Pop Shroom attack. We should use his HP. right? Like that's the reason why we took a high HP hero. We need to utilize that HP somehow. I think I will do this though. At least we get the Shoodles off the board, or the puffballs rather. It's a little scary to let hero tank this, but he's built for it. He is super built for it. And now there's no point in clicking this. I should Sunrod. And the best thing to Sunrod is hero here. We get 2 off the board. And now what we can do is something like this configuration. Actually, no, we have the snow sticks in hand. So instead, we do it like this. I'm hovering the play. Yeah. No. Unless it's this. I kind of like that better, actually. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay. Now notice hero doesn't get additional shell from the tick of poison because the hero's not getting hit necessarily, right? It's the first initial hit, but then that Colonel is taking, but it's the poison ticking is not giving additional shell here. Oh, it's supposed to be full bird behind the hero. I just wanted to give hero more HP, but you could have done this as well. I'm not used to playing full bird at all. Yeah. I'm not gonna bother with the multi-kill thought. I think we just want to get out of here. The reason I let Spike tank the bottom is because he survives exactly at 1 HP. And you're able to get good damage into the Shoodle because the Shoodle is attacking 3 times. Okay, a little bit of a tricky second fight. Sorry, it's haven't had time to chat with you guys or be even remotely entertaining. I was kind of locked in on this 10 bell second fight here, but it's good though. It's good. Good to see some of the strategy that goes in right at the beginning of the run. Okay. Immediately what I see here, Heart Mist Station kind of fuels our getting hit game plan. It's giving us additional value, but I don't know how much I want to pivot into that. Actually, the first thing really I see is Mega Mimic having 3 scrap. You can use this unit purely as a tank, right? You can purposely not have it in rows that allies are attacking, because this thing loses a scrap every time an ally attacks, right? It swings back, so it attacks for 5x3, right? Or you could purposely dodge it around ally attacks and just use it purely as a defensive unit, or a combination of both. That's what makes this unit so strong. And I will be picking it. Okay. All roads lead to the shop, which is good. Do I want to see a charm merchant? Not really. Not right now. Charm merchant is a unit, or yeah, node that allows you to choose from a selection of charms, but they are more expensive than they would be at a gacha machine. Oh, and we find Chompum. Okay, very, very clear through line here for the run. The writing is on the wall here. Okay, and the shell shield. Okay, oh my goodness, it's clear as day. Okay, I should explain. I believe I touched on this unit in the tutorial video that I did, but you can even see immediately the sort of synergy point that is here. I don't have to spell that out for you. And now, even additionally, we have this card in the shop, which is very, very good. There's this variant, Shell Shield, which applies for Shell, and then there's also a variant, Pinkberry Juice, which applies for Health. They're both effectively the same, but in certain circumstances, you would prefer to have one over the other. And in this circumstance, I think you can very clearly see why we lucked out here with this draw. We have a lot of money to play with as well. There's even a consideration for a charm. In fact, there's a definite consideration for a charm here. Very comfortable in our finances, and Demon Charm is very good. Okay, we had a rough start, but we've got some great hits now. Some great hits. Before I get too excited, let me see if there's a consideration for Blaze Tea. Blaze Tea gives you an additional attack trigger, but it increases your counter by 1, right? So you can do the math to see how the damage plays out over the course of 2 turns. Long and short of it, though, is, Blaze Tea is preferred on heroes that already have longer turn timers, so they don't care so much about the extra counter, but they hit heavy, so giving them a ×2 would, well, obviously double their their output there, right? So in this case, going from 3 to 4 is a pretty significant disadvantage, and I don't really value that. I'm considering the second charm at this point. I always want to stay above like 50, 60, 70 or so to make sure I can guarantee a crown for next shop. I don't think we need it. I think the power spike we just got was so big that we don't need it. I think, yeah, with Shell Shield Chomp Bomb, this is already a massive power spike. Okay, what's the boss's Bamboozle? You always have to check because it's one of 2 or 3, depending on the fight. I don't know if I covered that before, but there are different fights at different points. Now, it is, let me see here. I'm trying to decide who I want to crown. Because if I draw an opening hand with Shell Shield and no Chomp Bomb, I'm very sad. I really want to make sure Chomp Bomb is first. And I don't need to deploy the tank as early because I have the hero to buy time. Demonize is... This Goat Charmer is almost always going to go on Chomp Bomb here. It's almost certain that it will. The only consideration as to why I'm hesitating is that it potentially still could be something else. Maybe something with barrage or more multi-attacks. It's not too late, really. So this is a point where you consider, depending on the type of player you are, how much you want to greed this spot, right? I think there's a very, very solid and fair argument to just drop it on Chomp Bomb now and shut up. But I'm not going to do that because I'm a rebel. I'm just thinking. That's why my voice is muted. I'm in thinking mode. Okay, let's not do it. I've decided that we don't need it. I've decided that we don't need it. Okay. No Shell Shield or Kernel. That's okay. Now, Bamboozle is hitting all enemies, so I can't be playing my units willy-nilly here. I have to be careful. As much as I'd like to play out Woodhead early... the Bamboozle is going before this Winter Worm attack, is what you have to see here, right? I do kind of want Spike to start taking down the Snowball, or I click Redraw now, I'm guaranteed to land into Colonel Shell Shield, and we can start scaling up Chomp Bomb. That might be better, actually. I think I like that better. You redraw now, we deploy Colonel, Shell Shield. This timer's on 2. The only disadvantage is that I'm going to be going into this hand with no Snow Sticks. And no future plan for this Winter Worm. Actually, no, at that point I can use Mega Mimic, the scrap unit we picked up earlier, to tank the Winter Worm hit. Okay. I've convinced myself. Make sure you order your units correctly here. Now, here's the thing. It's not guaranteed, but we lucked out. It's a 50-50, right? It's not guaranteed, but this is the best odds to... because this is aimless, so it hits a random target. But this is the best odds. And now Chomp Bomb swinging in for a 5. And Chomp Bomb can swing in for a 9 with the Shell Shield. And I think I will do just that. Okay, very good. Keep this configuration of units. We will wait to deploy our Mega Mimic. I think in this case... Here's the thing. You can Sun Rod right now to flip Bamboozle. I'm just trying to think of... Is that a bad thing? Ideally, we wait until this counter hits 1 before we flip to buy the most amount of time, but there's nothing for me to do here. Unless I want to play the Mega Mimic now. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if we're going to do it like that, we play this now. Right? Because it's... Oh. I didn't see that. I didn't see the flip. That works out. That works out. You know what? I didn't even see the hero's attack. Because this exactly equaled up to 9. Math has not changed. It's still the same as you remember it. 5 plus 4 does equal 9. I totally missed that. It works out though. It works out in our benefit here. We can still use the Sun Rod on the Chomp Bomb for the attack, but yeah. Now there's a consideration of how much of this Mega Mimic you actually want to use, and I think I don't want to use too much of it, especially with this impending Winter Worm attack. I definitely have to keep 1 instance of this. The only issue is the Snowbow, but the Winter Worm is attacking before the Snowbow, so there's no risk of the hit being pinged off. I think I want to do this. Do I ever want a Scrappy Sword something and set it low? There's a call to do that as well. Just like sword the Snoof and get it out of the way. The problem is I don't have Spike on the field to tank snow effects. I have the health to tank these things, but I don't particularly want to. I guess it's Hero who tanks this. Okay, let's do it like this. You just have to be careful here, because when there's a lot of things going off at once like this, it's a little bit spooky. A little bit spooky. We do it like this. And this is what I'm hovering here. I'm just trying to see how much I like this. Lots to look at here. I'm not worried about the top lane at all. The bottom lane, the Windworm's going to swing first and hit the Mega Mimic. And then it's a 33% chance for the Snowboat to ping off the Mega Mimic, which if he does, I'm sad, but it's not the worst thing. Yeah, because there's an aimless in both rows going off at the same time. There was a call to Scrappy Sword one of the Snowbows, so you could Scrappy Sword it this turn to not have that problem, but that's okay. We lucked out. That was actually perfect rolls on both lanes. Perfect. Okay. We can pick up a double here with the Snoof attack. This is something to watch out for. This is a call where I think you do this, because I'm preparing Spike to take the Boozle hit next turn, basically. And I don't care about Colonel being snowed. His attack value is not why we play this unit. So we do this, we transfer HP, we cycle in Spike to the front line here. And now we can do this configuration. Looks good. Evaluating, calculating, analyzing. So Chompom already one-shots the Winterworm here. We don't need to get Chompom's attack any higher unless we wanted to attack. Actually, well, if Chompom gets pinged by the Snowbow, he will no longer be able to one-shot the Winterworm. So for that reason and that reason alone, you can consider moving into top lane. You don't get any value of this Colonel attack. And I want to put the 4 into Boozle. I don't care about putting it into Winterworm because I know I'm going to one-shot Winterworm next turn. There's also a freeze if you wanted to stall any of this. Delay it till later. But I don't think I need to do that. I'm happy doing this, I think. Keep Spike's health high. Because now we can pick off this Winterworm. And we can stay in this a little bit longer, actually. With the Shell Shield and how much health that we have, effectively, we can definitely stay in this fight. I don't really need to play this Woodhead at all. It's all little things that are pinging me. I suppose the best thing to do is just simply delay the Boozle attack a little bit. Okay. And we do something like this. I think. Set up a multi here. That's fine. Low rolled on the hits here, but we high rolled earlier, so it all evens out in the grand scheme of things. This is attacking next, right? Okay. Who's left? Is it the Gobbler? It's probably the Gobbler. Okay, here's the thing. I need to delay the Boozle attack. I'm trying not to kill this man. I think it's... Ooh, but this way... This kills the Boozle. This kills the Boozle. But then this kills the Colonel, which means I need to freeze the Boozle here, right? Do you call the bell here? I think you do. It doesn't matter. If it's the Gobbler, then I don't want to call the bell now, because the Gobbler, he gains attack when he sees enemies being killed, right? So he's not seeing anything right now. We want to keep it that way for a bit. Yeah, okay, I'm good with this. Sorry, I'm really min-maxing here. I'm fine with this. You could call the Gobbler there, but then it wouldn't have, the multi-kill wouldn't have mattered. Or it wouldn't have happened. Ooh. My monkey brain. My neuron activates. I see shell, I take shell. Yeah, very, very clear here. These I never talked about. These are sort of, at the end of not every fight. Certain fights, they're always the same fights. You'll see this reward screen where you can pick up 2 rewards. These bells are like permanent passive effects for the rest of the game. These are very strong. These are very strong. But I think in this case, it's always Crown and Acorn Charm here. It's too good to pass up. That fight would be a lot easier if I played that Demon Charm. But, I just want to see. I'm too, I was confident. I was never, worried about losing that fight. So, we have to go bottom path here. This is, very quickly, I'll try to explain it. In the 10 bell true ending, you need to collect 2 pieces of this vase. So, this vase is not always going to be a chest. Sometimes it'll be in a shop. But you must collect go to the path that has this vase. I believe it's Slay the Spire has a similar system, right? Where you have to collect the Triforce pieces or whatever, right? The Chaos Emeralds. What are they called? It's like a red gem, a blue gem, and a green gem. Yeah, you have to collect those things. And this is the Muncher. He's very cute. He will eat 1 or 2 cards. It's very, very cute. You can hover them over. Don't get rid of this, by the way. You need that. I just finished explaining why you need that. In this case, you can get rid of the 2 swords. Do you get rid of a sword or a gunk fruit? I like getting rid of 2 swords because gunk fruit is something that when you use it once, it will consume and it will get out of your deck automatically. And as far as like pinging, having some pings is very good. When I say pings, I mean like a thing in your hand that can smack any enemy unit. It's very good against like enemy clunkers. So having some pings is good, but you don't need very many. There's a call to get rid of flame water here as well, actually. Wow, is it actually flame water? It might be. This card is only good with like 1 charm and 1 charm only. Cake charm. Ah, I think it is getting rid of this. I really don't care about this thing. Yeah, let's get rid of it. Get rid of it. Okay, shop time. Nutshell cake. Nutshell cake. So this is a very apt card to showcase. It highlights the differences between health and shell here, right? So it applies 9 shell, but reduces your health by 2. Now, there is a very funny mistake you can do. I will... put myself on blast here, but if your unit has 2 or less health, this card will kill that unit. It will kill that unit. Yeah? That's what will happen. Now, don't ask any further questions. Don't ask me how I know that. But that's what's going to happen to your unit. Now, unfortunately, we are stuck with 2 Curse Crowns. These Curse Crowns, again, there's 2 downsides to these things. One, you can't take them off, okay? You can't take them off, and they will reduce your attack and health value by 1 if possible. So if I put it on Shell Shield, it's fine. It doesn't affect that, obviously. But putting it on Colonel will reduce his health and attack by 1. Is it actually Nutshell Kit? Okay, first of all, this is always happening. Any way you slice it, that's always happening. It might actually be Nutshell Cake. Crown is too worth it. You have to take this. I think it's everything. I think it's everything. I'll take 1 of everything, please. You have to be careful not to take too many things, is the consideration there. Just because you can afford all the fancy stuff. Deck bloat is a very real thing, right? So, the charm we just picked up is Known Charm. It adds a Frenzy, but you gain Aimless. This is very, very good. We can give it to Shell Shield. And it's very, very nice. So it means that you can't choose the target of Shell Shield, but then you can bypass this by making it so that you only put 1 unit in the row during the turn that you're playing Shell Shield, because then Shell Shield has no choice but to target that that unit. You'll see what I mean when I do it, and I think I will just put this on Shell Shield. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want it on. You could put it on the actual hero itself. That's a consideration. So you can give Chompom a double attack, which is very powerful. You just can't choose the targets that he's hitting into, which can be very scary because of smackback effects and different things, right? So having that variability is a very, very scary thing. This is a very easy fight, in my opinion. I'm just deciding what to do with these Curse Crowns. It's awkward that they're both cursed. I think I want to do Curse Crown, Gnome Charm, Shell Shield, I think, is what speaks out to me first. Yeah, I think I will do that. I want to show you guys how that works too. So we'll do this. I cannot take this off. You cannot. And do I want to use this curse crown? I don't think I do. I mean, you could put it on nutshell cake. Who else is it gonna go on, right? What I'm scared of in this run is everything is reliant on Chompom. So every 3 turns we can smack something, but that's all we can do. We have no barrage, we have very little backline access, and we don't have any additional snow. Those are the things I'm worried about. Yeah. Yeah. That's all. Those are my problems. Those are the things that ail me. Sorry, I'm taking too long, aren't I? Let's just slap this on here, fuck it. I think just because it's almost out of spite, I want to keep holding this goat charm. You really should put this goat charm on someone, but I will demonstrate why you don't need to. We'll hit something, I promise. Oh, okay, so check this out. So what you want to do here is you want to put Chompom in his own row, and you'll see this. So normally, it's like, let's say, this is normally. Normally, there's 2 targeting reticles here, right? So it's going to go randomly. But because we do this, the Shell Shield has no choice. Also, notice there, his HP went from 3 to 1 here. So, luckily Nutshell Cake is a consume card, so I couldn't cast it twice even if I want to, so I can't accidentally cast Nutshell Cake twice. We also have a 28 attack Chompom for no reason. Now this is scary. This is a 3x2 on a 3-turn timer. That is scary. And I think we're locking that down. For a wee bit. Hero can just tank this jab jote, it's of no consequence really. I'm deciding whether I want to play this hand. I think it's okay. I want to speed things up a little bit. Let us go. Yeah. Not too worried about multi-kills at this point. This Demonize you have to be worried about, though. This is the same effect as Goat Charm, but basically the next instance of damage, it's doubled. You can do this on purpose to sort of tank the first instances or absorb the first instance of Demonize with a weak attack like this. I will demonstrate it now. You probably don't want to do this. I'm reducing Chompom's attack, but Chompom has such a high attack value that I don't really care, and I just want to demonstrate the point here. And I think I will get the Woodhead down. See here? So 27 to 25 because it doubled, and then to 24. But we sort of cleansed the Demonize effectively. We'll smack this jab joke, get it out of the way. Sorry, like this. And then the Gunk Fruit, we have a free turn, so we can just play this and get it out of our deck. It pops there. Shell Shield is back. Yeah, we kind of just have infinite health, huh? Kind of nice. This is a battle charm. It normally has 0 attacks, so you can kind of just like let it hit things. Like you can even normally you could just let Woodhead just hit it to tank this forever and ever, but because it actually has an attack value now, you cannot do that. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to think about everything here. Everything. You really don't need to do this. It's an excessive amount of shell. You truly don't need to do that. I think I'll play Colonel here. And what I will do here is... Thinking, what do I want to freeze here? I think I will freeze the Goblin, actually. I don't really care about this, this barrage attack. I don't think I care. Yeah. I don't much mind. We have our 1 free attack here. 1 dead enemy coming right up. Another downside is we have to go one at a time here, right? We don't have any like frenzy, multiplicative values here, right? Nothing, no barrages, no sweeping attacks is the only thing, so it'll take a little bit longer. I think I will do this. Get some health on Spike. Just want to get more units, distribute the health a little bit more. And we'll do X2. Do you have a Mega Mimic here? I think I honestly do, just to get it out of my hand and get it accelerate this fight a little bit more. Oh, but you're kind of wasting an attack, right? Because it's 4+5. It's a bit of a waste. You could do it like this here to get the most of the attacks. I think I don't mind putting 4 into the Goblin, actually. I'm never gonna hit it more than twice. Yeah, well, if I'm doing this, then there's no point in scrapping sorting, I don't think. Okay, get it out of the way. Sorry, I'm thinking too much. Thinking too much about it. We do not need to worry. My board is too full. That's the thing I'm worried about, but I'm not saying out loud. My board is like too full. I have too many things. I will play the shell shield here just because the value is... You know, I wasn't counting. Honestly, I wasn't counting. I have no excuse. I have no excuse. I was not even looking. Oh. That's my bad. That is 100% my bad. Sorry, Colonel. That's on me. That's not your fault, buddy. I will let Hero take this. And the 4 here... Honestly, I kind of want to get the Woodhead off the field, so I will just let him eat Muttonhead's attack here. It's not a problem. And I think I will do this. We Sunrod Chomp Bomb at every instance. I can't believe I killed Colonel. I'm just still thinking about it. He did not need to die. He died for what? For no reason. When Snowed applied Demonize to all enemies, sorry, I didn't really read his effect, but something to consider. I don't really care so much for that effect. It does not bother me. I don't want to waste Chompum's attack into here. This is 27, so it's not going to kill Muttonhead. It will kill if I Shell Shield him, but I think... Actually, we can do this. And just take this and get out. Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's do that. We'll just get out of here. A Pyrrhic victory. At what cost? This is an injury. When you lose a hero, assuming you have the right bell on. First one. Companions become injured when they die in battles. It means that his health and attack values are halved, but they will recover next fight. So, he needs a turn to recover. Shellbow's here. We are getting all the good shell cards. It's very, very good. The nice thing about Shellbow here is that if you Cursed Crown it, it's actually an advantage. You see this? Shellbow applies 5 shell in a row, but it also damages your heroes by 2. But if you Curse Crown it, this becomes 1. Nifty little trick. Nifty little trick. I really don't need this at this point. It's crazy. The game gave me like every shell card possible. Which is, appreciate it. I'll pick it. I'll pick it. And now you have to choose between money and a charm. Oh, the problem is the top path gives you a unit, and I really don't need to see another unit. Oh, you're here, huh? Honestly, I think late game, it's going to be Fulbert over Spike. You'll get some more value. Yeah, you know what? Ooh, you know what? Wait a second. Wait a second there, Buster. I forgot about you. We can do something with you. Him. Yeah, this will be fun. Next fight will be fun. Uh-oh, it's Bone Cats. This is a very difficult fight. This fight, the enemy has teeth. It has Spike's effect. So you can see already why that might be a bit of an issue. I don't think I need another unit, so I don't want to waste the node. I don't like anything here. I really don't. I think I picked up too many cards, and I don't value these cards high enough, and I think this is a position where I'm just getting out. I could explain everything there, but I have to pick up the pace as well. I apologize. You can demonize Mega Mimic, I suppose, but you're only getting a few instances. I think this is a spot where you can put... I'll cave. I'll cave. We can put it on Chomp Bomb. He still has one more slot, so I can afford to be a little bit more lax on it. I just really wanted to hold off until there was something else. But at this point, I think, especially going into Bone Cats. Now I'm a little sad that I played the second Curse Crown, though, because of Shellbow, but I could not have known that. And I think I will go into this fight with Colonel Fulbert, even though Colonel is 4 HP. I have so many ways to reinforce health that I'm not too concerned. There is a call. What if you don't crown Chompum and you crown Fulbert? Because you Nutshell Cake immediately, which puts 7 poison on something. That's kind of funny. And then you have Shell Shield, which puts another 8 poison on something else. The problem is that something might be the same target, so you're doubling up. And then you don't have Chompum in the opening hand. And if you don't have Chompum in the opening hand, it can be very scary. So as much as I would like to do that, I think I will stick with this configuration. But something to think about. Okay. Lots to talk about in this fight. This is a very scary fight. This is always the same lineup of this fight. There's someone who gives aimless to all enemies. There's someone who gives teeth to all friends. And then there's this Grombo, who's not that scary, but he attacks at a very rapid pace of once every 2 turns. So slowly but surely, he whittles you down. Luckily, we have a very defensive composition, so we can withstand the brunt of a lot of these teeth attacks. Not a very good opening hand. We're guaranteed to get these folks in the next draw. And I'm really not scared of anything here. The Chompum will eliminate the Marrow before he has a chance to go off. The Grumble will keep smacking me, but it's not really a cause for concern. I think this is another case of just redrawing off the rip. This is the common theme you'll see. I just don't like my opening hand, so I just don't play it. Even at the expense of a turn. Chompum can take this. He has more than enough shell to go around, and he's only going to get more shell. Now, who do you want to play first? Is it Fulbert or Colonel? Basically, who do you want Shelbo to hit? I would like all of it. Like, greedy plays, like, I want Colonel to give health to Fulbert and then Shelbo them both, but I don't have time for all of that. How valuable is this additional 5? It depends on who it goes on, right? Let's do it this way. We need to give Fulbert some action here. So this is aimless, so if I put him in the top row, it's a 50-50 here, which one he goes. But I still want to hit this bottom one first, because I want to get rid of this thorn buff. We want to do it like this. You could wait a turn and get this get Colonel on this, actually. Yeah, I think there is no rush. I do have time. There's no rush. I'm going to get the full value out of this. So we eliminate that. Now, there's no teeth to worry about. And now we can do this configuration. It's one of the two who wants the buff. And I think in this case, again, Chompum doesn't need any more help. So we're going to do it like this. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Look at that. And then Gromble just dies. You can even check the log to see everything that happened there. Just a lot of shell, a lot of shroom. That's very neat. Yeah, now that we've insulated Fulbert with the shell, suddenly I can breathe a little easier. He's just a 4 health unit by default, but... these are the things that you have to be worried about. These are what I mean by when I say bone cats. They gain 2 shell every time you hit them. So lots of like little fast attackers, right, like Foxy, have a very difficult time into this fight. Luckily, this is such a case where Chompum shines, because again, he's a dude that just smacks you with a really big hit. So he has no time for this effect to proc, really. Okay. I will freeze the smog here. Now, we are aimless here. So we're going to be striking into random things, is the issue. Okay. Big hand here. I think I want Chompum to guarantee kill this Pawpaw before it gets out of control here. Yeah. And then we'll also apply a shell shield, I think a full shell shield onto Fulbert here. Only issue is Colonel has a potential to smack himself back for 2, but I think that's okay. So this is what I'm looking at here. I'll be sad if I shell shield and the poison goes on Pawpaw, but... Wow, look at that. That could not have gone better. That was wonderful. I mean, we were fine no matter what. We're just so ahead on the board, but it's nice that it went like that. Okay. Now, this enemy boss I need to save some snow for. Yeah, I only have 2 snow sticks and they're in separate hands. You will see why once the boss arrives. I think I do just want to get this clear as quickly as possible. A couple extra hits is quite nice. You can freeze the goblin here to get the guaranteed kill. I don't think I need to do that, though. I think I want to woodhead. I'm letting the goblin run here. I want to keep this snow stick. And the reason is this. Maja triggers when hit. Again, it's not so big because we're just so abnormally tanky, but it's a good rule of thumb. Maja has effectively kind of like a smackback, but whenever you hit him, he triggers. But you can stop this reaction with snow, because it freezes counters and reactions. So, throw one on him. That's only going to lock him down briefly, but that's why we redrawed to get into the second snow stick here. And we can just one-shot him, like all that. I'm talking and yapping, but we can just one-shot the Maja and be done with it. So we have lethal on board here. I just want to see if we want to get away with a little bit more. I don't think we need to. You know, I've decided and I just realized I really don't think we need to. I think we can get out of dodge. You can do it like... Actually, you can do it like this. Yeah. And Colonel lives this fight, so he will go back to being healthy. And we pick up the multi. Goodbye me. You're back, Colonel. I'm sorry. I apologize for my transgressions. Let me take some water. Okay. This is the fight that I was scared of. Because this fight has 2 counters to us. Counter 1, the boss is a big clunker unit. Big clunker units are very good against our game plan, right? Because it doesn't matter how big our attack is, clunker HP only goes down by 1. Problem 2 is that this boss would love a lot of snow. We don't have a lot of snow. So for those reasons, I'm tempted to go top path because I don't need the money and I want the charm, even at the expense of seeing another unit. But this unit might be something that can help me into Krunker. And I don't even value removal so much either. Our deck is pretty thin. So we'll go top path. There's nothing here. Bomb Bomb's very good. We don't need Bomb Bomb. I guess it's like a Pyra Fulbert synergy. Question mark. I say the word synergy very loosely here. I'm picking Bomb Bomb just because it has a lot of HP and might be helpful later. But okay, dead draw. That's fine. Let's go pick up our charm. Bomb Skull Charm. This is when destroyed, apply 8 damage to enemies in the row. You can pretty comfortably just put this on Woodhead every time. You can put it on Mega Mimic too, but Woodhead's job is to just sit there and die. Whereas Mimic, you might want to stall for a little bit longer. Okay, let's see our shop. So you must collect the vase piece. You absolutely must. And it's a good just muscle memory. You want to just click it right away. Oh, I have to talk about Lumin. Okay, hold on. Let me buy this. Very quickly, this Lumin Vase, this is an item because this becomes a physical card in your inventory with an actual purpose, as opposed to the Lumin Vase piece, which was functionally useless. This has an effect of doubling the target's effects. Specifically, it's like, okay, it has to have a number. So if I put this on Snow Stick, right, apply this to Snow Stick, this will become 4. That's pretty obvious, but also it works both ways. If I put this on Mega Mimic, he's going to lose 2 scrap with every attack, right? So regardless of what it is, it's going to double all the numbers on the card, yeah? It's very good with Shell Shield, and you can only have 1 instance of this. So if you Lumin Vase something and you redraw into Lumin Vase again, if you Lumin Vase the second thing, the first thing will lose the Lumin buff. It doesn't matter if you're able to copy this card or whatever, do any fancy stuff, you can only have 1 thing Lumined at a time. Okay, that's the tutorial. We'll pick up a charm now. I'm gonna ignore these cards. I just can't talk about all these other cards. It's gonna take too long. Ooh. Okay, here, my immediate thought was to put this on Champa, but if I put this on Champa, I can't nutshell cake him anymore. Is the issue. But what if I put it on anyway, and then I commit nutshell cake to someone else, like Fulbert? So I'm basically, I crown Fulbert, I put this on Chompom, And then I open every round by nutshell caking Fulbert, and then some random enemy is gonna get 9 poisoned. That's okay. It's okay. Yeah, the nutshell kick on Chompon really isn't necessary, given how much actual shell I have from other sources, so it's possible. I mean, it's the only way really to use this. Well, okay, the problem with doing this is that it commits my last charm slot. Now I have to be a little bit more stingy. I don't know if I want to do that. Also, this is a case where I buy a second charm. We can comfortably buy a second charm here, so let's... Always want to buy, like, get all your resources first and then make the decisions, right? The crown I can put on right away because you can take this off at any time. It's not a committal decision. Okay, Molten Egg, you gain Consume, but +5 attack. Don't put this on Shellbow. Don't do this. It's not good. This, you basically just throw it on a Scrappy Sword. And sometimes it smacks down a key target in the back line. There are some charms where you just, like, slap on a unit. The problem is, this fight I'm still scared of. I think that this fight, we're really relying on Fulbert here, which is weird to say. But it's Fulbert's time to shine, because this poison is what's going to allow us to chew through this Krunker HP. I'm just very scared because we don't have good snow. But we have lots of health. Yeah. Yeah. I think it is like this. Ooh, do you loom? Wait, hold on. You could do this. And then shield Lumin Vase right off the rip. I think we're fine here. Yeah, okay, alright. I've thought about it. I think we'll be okay. Problem is, like, there's things like Spike. Yeah. The enemies in this fight are just very annoying. This is a very, very annoying fight. Arguably more so than the Bone Cats, depending on the composition. Okay, so check this out. Yeah, we're still gonna do it like this. Again, you really don't need this much HP on Chompon, but... In fact, it might be better to split it, actually, now the more I'm thinking about it. Because this is an egregious amount of health on Chompon that I don't need. I think I will do it like this, to keep leader more comfortable. Okay, because what you have to see in this fight is that Krunker has this bombard effect, which he doesn't convent... Like, I know there are targeting reticles here, yeah? But... Unless you ink him out or like remove his effect, he will attack in these squares, right? It'll be like an aerial assault. And these squares are randomized every cycle. Okay, I want to get Colonel out early. This Krink is annoying. There's nothing I can do. While that I have a comfortable turn, I can hit the Shellbow. Okay. We will eliminate the Grink. And we will position our units thusly. Yeah, I'm just thinking. You could Woodhead here too, but I don't think we need to do that. I think it's Skunk Fruit Spike Wall. Okay. I do have to get through the Spike Wall eventually. I think I could do it like this. I'm taking 3 smackback damage onto both of these. So you could do it like this, actually. Get full value out of this. I'm missing my Fulbert. He did not show up today. He is running late. This is a free turn, effectively, that I have. I don't want to Sunrun now, because then Chompon's attack is going to go into the Krunker, and it's effectively wasted. I'm going to take this fight slow. I'm basically going to clean out all the ads, if I can. I think I will play the Woodhead here. To get ready to start clearing out the next row, whatever spawns. And I'm okay taking this for 3 smackback damage. Yeah. This... Okay, the Gobbler is here. Luckily, this is a beautiful Bomb Skull charm here. You can see what's going to be happening in the bottom row here. That's very, very nice. Thing to see here is Krunker has a very large attack coming in, and because one of his targeting reticles ended up at the front, something is undodgeable here. I would love to put Woodhead to tank this, but then he can't tank the bottom row on the same action. These 3 units are going on the same turn. So something has to tank the top row. Unless you freeze, and this is why freezing is so powerful. Krunker's flipped phase will have snow resist, but his early phase, his first phase, does not have snow resist. So you can keep him on ice for a long time while you deal with his ads, and I think I will do just that. I want to offset Krunker's attack here. Just trying to see everything. The Chompom will kill the Gobbler on the same turn. Yeah, okay. I like that. And now we can get Fulbert going. The other issue with now Fulbert's here, the board is getting a little crowded, which is something to be cognizant about while fighting this boss. But I am losing the Woodhead, so I think it's okay. Yeah, I do want to get Fulbert down. Okay. It's very nice. Krunker's unfrozen. But now this is a case where I think I could Shell Shield Fulbert here. And I'm happy with whatever he decides to hit here, really. There's a call to get some of the shell onto Colonel. Because his health is looking a little bit low here now. He cannot survive a single bombard hit, right? The threshold is 10. Well, it's 8 once this Ice Forge goes down. But... I have Shelbo in the next hand. I think I will do this. Okay, it's a perfect split. So now we got the poison ticking. Okay. And now I can let Chompom just take this 10. That's what he's there for. -1/-1. I can smack the Ice Forge now. Because then that will give Fulbert out of the negative range, and his attack will now count towards the Krunker, but it's not that important, really. If I'm going to play any card in hand, it should be Snow Stick. And then just let the Ice Forge die off manually, of natural causes. Natural causes. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay, ticking down. Poison is our way around here, right? Because that's the trick to getting through this Krunker scrap HP here. Another Ice Forge, another Grink. Okay. Just thinking. I think I do just want to get the Spuncher off the board here with this attack. And I have one Snow Stick in hand that's always going on the Krunker no matter what. But since I have a free turn where I don't care about my positioning, I can do this first, I think. You could wait actually till the Spuncher dies because you would rather not have the poison go on the Spuncher is the thought here. I can also Lumin Vase my Snow Stick, but at that point it's not necessary because once Krunker flips, and he's flipping next turn, additional snow doesn't matter because he has resist snow, so scrap that idea. Scrap that entirely. Yeah, Krunker's flipping no matter what. And I want the Ice Forge gone. I think I Shelbo now because Shelbo is a positioning-based thing, and I can't guarantee I'll have the things lined up later. I want to get this now while I can. Okay. Pop, pop, pop. Hit the flip. Yeah. And then this 3 is coming in along with the negative attack value. I think I will keep this configuration. I don't care about Colonel's attack value here. The thing is, Chompom will 2-shot Krunker, yeah? So we only have to get through the 2 turns. It's not a big deal. I think we will Snow Stick the Krunker here. That's always going to happen. Get the poison ticking. And we can do... yeah, keep this attack here. Okay, looks good. Looks good, yeah. Happy with how we navigated that fight. Nice aim, Krunker. Every available square. That's where his attacks are going. You can even just put this down. Very good. Clean, clean, clean. We're already an hour in? This is gonna be like a 2-hour video, my god. Greed Charm is here. Oh my. Okay. Greed Charm, man. So much damage. But I have to go Sunglass Chime on the Chompom now. It's always Bell of Hands here. Raspberry Charm? Do I ever care about? Raspberry Charm matters sometimes for Nutshell Cake, but not really. What am I greed charming? Mega Mimic? Ugh. Do I care about the 3 HP on Raspberry Charm for any threshold? Not really. Not really. Okay. Take the greed charm. We might not use it. Let's see it. Let's see what we run into here. Ooh. Shade Sculptor lets you copy a card. You can have 2 of these. It won't copy the crown, but it'll copy this effect. That's it's pretty good. It's a lot of shell. Do we need this? I don't know, but it's a lot. This fight is a very easy fight. I am not worried about this fight. I'm saving off for one charm and one charm in particular, which is Chuckle Charm. Chuckle Charm is the charm that allows you to have multiple bypass the charm limit on your heroes. It's very greedy to keep 2 charms, but again, we're so strong that I do not care. We are very ahead in this position. I don't think I need to do anything. What I need to do is speed up. What do you mean we're at an hour? I'm so sorry. This is a position where I could have opened Fulbert and get the poison ticking, but it's all the same. I don't have Spike though to tank these bursters is the issue. I do want Spike to tank the bursters. Yeah. But I have time to play Fulbert. So I will do that. And I can kill 1 burster, so it's only the other burster I have to worry about. And in that case, honestly, Fulbert can take a burster because he's doing 1 attack. So yeah, I don't need Spike. Okay, I've changed my mind. I don't need Spike. Normally Spike would be excellent here. He tanks the bursters for free. But I do not need that. What I can do, though, is this. This. Not much to think about here. I suppose I should explain the block. The block is gone now. There it is. Block is similar to Krunker HP, where it blocks an entire instance of damage. That's the specialty of this fight. That's the sort of the gimmick of this fight. Okay, it's 8 damage coming at you hot. Chompom is born for this. Born and raised. I think I will do this and get him off the board. I could redraw there. Unfortunately, Chompom's kind of wasting his attack, but if I manually smack this thing, then I can hit the crawler for free. Fulbert is doing 1 into someone. So technically the correct play is this, in case he hits the kernel. Yeah. I don't even need the 7. I'm just getting rid of this card. I don't even mind that I've wasted the 7 damage. Fulbert the double agent, smacking into our hero. And I'm just going to play cards. I am at a point where I'm not going to explain every single interaction here. This fight is pretty straightforward. This is 1 haze coming in. Fulbert can tank this again. That's the thing that I have to watch out for is the haze. Because if I haze Chompom, then I will have a very bad day. That's the only thing to really look at here. Numbskull. Numbskull adds hog-headed to all enemies, which means I can't recall anything. But that is of no real consequence here. We can let Mega Mimic tank this 8. And I will be wasting a bunch of attacks in this block, but I have to chew through it no matter what. So here we are. Here we are. Actually, what I would like to do is this configuration, I think. Yep. Get some poison ticking. That's our ticket out of here. To expedite this process. Oh my god. The worst possible hit. He killed Mega Mimic. I thought about that, but I was like, that definitely won't happen. The goblin's fleeing, but it is of no consequence to me. I simply want to accelerate the poison. Oh. Oh no, he took the poison with him. Yeah, the counters take into effect before the poison, as you obviously saw just there. Do it again. Roll the dice again. I love this combo, actually. It's very fun. Look at this. Okay. Apply 1. The burster attack is here. Weirdly, my Fulbert is the tankiest unit, huh? All of a sudden. Well, well, well. Yeah, the only thing is this burster, which I think I will just freeze. I will not let him go. We'll do it like this. So let Chomp kill the burster. Fulbert smacks into hero, that's just fine. And now the board looks a lot cleaner. It's just this 8. It's another burster, my god. Help me. Get me out of here. I can get this Woodhead off the field, honestly. Okay, just want to make the fight a little bit easier to look at. Okay, very good. And now we just play cards. Gather around the fire and smack Numbskull until he dies. That's the game plan. That was a pretty quick game plan, actually. Once his block is gone, he is very much exposed. Excellent. Okay, we got a shop. By the way, at this this final stage, a shop is not guaranteed. It's weird that it's not guaranteed, but it's not. It's very sad when you don't get one here. Okay, crown always. I think we just keep rolling the charm machine and see if we can hit. Apply 3 shroom, minus 2 health. I get one more hit at Chuckle Charm. Ah, alas. That's very good too, though. So Moko Charm is like basically unconditional times 2. Again, what you have to see here is that if you put Moko Charm on Chompom, his health becomes 2, and we remember this interaction here, yeah? But at this stage in the game, you can, again, just keep it on Fulbert. It's not a big deal either way. It's just something they have to keep in mind. But if I'm going to do that, just want to see if there's anything else I want. Only had one more charm slot. That would be nice. The beautiful thing about giving times 2 to Chompom is that he's going to proc Demonize off of himself, yeah? His first hit is going to attack, and then his second hit is going to take advantage of the Demonize, so it's very strong. It's very, very strong. Demonize and Frenzy go together very, very nicely. There's like so many ways you can, but like we're, you know, so many power hits here, I just can only play one of them. And it's so sad. I can only play one. Does this go down to... This is to half. I think this is supposed to be 2, right? I just want to see this. Okay, it is 2. Yeah, I was correct. It does round up. If it went to 1, that would be ridiculous. I did that because it's basically the same. Like, it's effectively the same. Moko Charm and Chompom in this instance. I just wanted to see what would happen. I don't know. This doesn't really matter. You can give it to Hero. Does it matter anywhere else? Not really. You just give it to Hero. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not getting any value out of these things, but I mean, suddenly, I don't know. Suddenly Hero's kind of like... Wait a second. Suddenly Hero's kind of swinging in. Wait a second. Hold up. It's Rotor. Hold up. Hold up. God damn. Who's this guy? Who let him on the field? My 312 4x2 apply 3 poison with greed? He's not who he was a second ago. Okay. We munch. Not much to munch here, really. Again, having some pings is nice. You really don't need... Like, I think you get rid of 1 fruit, and then... It's actually a tough call. I don't know if I want to get rid of... I have so few cards already. All I'm doing is I'm just playing Shell. I'm playing Shell over and over again. That's it. I want to keep some pings. There's certain reasons why I want to keep some pings, and then these 2 pings are already 1 use anyway, so I think I am totally okay with this. You could drag your feet about, actually, it's slightly better here, get rid of 1 more card. It's really not a big deal. Okay, let's get into this. This is the final fight asterisk. It's supposed to be the final fight, but because we're on 10, this is the penultimate fight. Okay, do I want to put poison or I want to put shell? I think in this fight I want to put the everything on Chompom. Everything but the nutshell cake. I'm saying it over and over again because I have to remember too. I do not want to make that critical mistake again. Again. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, that's the worst thing that could have happened. And it's something I should have talked about. Okay. It's fine. It's a little scary, but it's fine. Hmm. Okay, am I coping? I should actually look at it. Okay, so basically what's happening here is that every time this Frost Guardian loses health, he's gaining attack is gaining to all allies here, right? So ideally you save on hitting the Frost Guardian. You purposely don't hit him. It's playable, but it's unnecessary. So I will teach you about something called save scumming. It's not really save scumming, but you could call it save scumming. It's like this. As long as you don't commit your last card, you can get back to this step. In the crown phase is this initial phase, right, of deploying your crowned units. As long as you don't commit your last one, you can redo the turn. Is it cheating? I don't really care. It's something that you should know, though. You will thank me for it eventually. You might not thank me for it now, but I guarantee in the future, if you play this game, you will thank me for it. Like, I can play that position just fine, but I'd rather not go through the hassle. So I'm going to do it like this. Like this. And I'm going to nutshell kick hero here. I don't get any additional value. I obviously can't do this. So I will have to do this, and I'll play Fulbert. It's fine like this. I think I'd be a lot less concerned about that if Roghog wasn't on the field. This is really the scary thing here. It's this and Uba Bear. Uba Bear. You haven't seen Uba Bear yet, but he'll show up. He's always around the corner. Okay, we have to be mindful of our heroes. The poison going onto Frost Guardian. So this is an instance where I just, yeah, Fulbert might have been a mistake to play, but I'm going to keep him on the field. We will see. I have to get rid of I have to get access to that Roghog immediately, as quickly as possible, before any incidents happen. Colonel, go. So we will do it like this, and I will purposely not use Fulbert here for the reasons I explained prior. Yeah, a bit of an odd case, but I just don't want to have to deal with this effect. Okay, there's a 2x2 coming in hot. We can... It'd be so nice to pick up value on the Fulbert here, but... I just... Yeah. It's dubious. For sure. This is a great spot for the Consume Sword if I had it, to take out the Roghog in one blow. It would be nice. Alas. Sorry, just taking a look here. This doesn't even kill the Roghog. It's so sad. I'm one off. And I might want to save Mega Mimic as a chump blocker later. It's possible. I think I'll be so scaled health-wise that I won't need it, but it's something to consider for the future. I don't really need to snow anything here. It's just a weird turn. It's kind of a dead turn. I think this hand is going to be going Woodhead Shell Shield. I don't really need to freeze anything here. Yeah. And I want to purposely not Shell Shield Fulbert. So I think I will do it like this. Because I don't really mind who gets the shell here. I just want to use it. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm totally fine with the split there. The health is wasted there. The healing. It's of no consequence. And now the big attacks are coming in. So I want Chompom to take out... the Plum. And... I'm just trying to think of whether or not I want to call the bell. I don't think so. I think it's very scary to call the bell when the Rockhead's out the field. Rockhog. I think I will do this and purposely tuck the Woodhead behind. Actually, no, if I do this... The issue is that Colonel is going to hit a 3 into the Guardian. Right? Because Rockhog died. I have 62 gold, so this is a 4x2. So Rockhog dies in 2 hits. But Colonel's attack is going to go into the Guardian, which I'd rather not. Okay, what could I possibly be scared of? I guess Spike Wall. Ice Forge. Oh yeah, I guess Ice Forge is... That's not that scary. I don't think there's anything to be scared of, especially because I have Snow 6 in hand. Yeah. Okay, it's not scary. It's not scary. You do it like this. Maximize the chances the poison will go onto Mega Mimic. Just thinking. Yeah, freeze this for a later day. I'm setting up in range of the Consume Sword as well. Good. Okay, very good. Do I need Woodhead? I don't. Lumin is dead on board, but he's gonna get one swing in with the gobbling, so it's a 7+5 you have to see there. And that I don't like, so I think I will freeze the gobbler. Now. Yeah, I think I will freeze the gobbler here. I don't want to deal with that damage. I have the help for it, but I just simply don't want to deal with that. Now, I purposely can do it in this order to have no attack go onto the Frost Guardian. There's still ever more reinforcements that are inbound here. I can accelerate this fight and try to go for the Frost Guardian now, but that ain't my way. It just ain't my way. I think I'll do it like this. Yeah. Take it as they come. Now we got a free turn. We can do Showbow. This is a turn where you could consider getting Fullbird active, but I mean, there's no real reason to. Just keep the Frost Guardian there, just doing nothing. Nothing of value, nothing of consequence. And we can simply continue to do... You could Lumin Vase this first, but then the Lumin Vase would go off the Shell Shield, and I'm drawing into Shell Shield next turn, so... Okay. Got our attacks lined up. It's Ice Forge, there it is. So that's what I was scared of when the Rock Hog was on the field, because it would become a multiplier, but even so, we kept the health down. And now you see why this fight would have been such a huge pain in the butt if I had kept that poison on Frost Guardian, because he'd be scaling up 9 every time, and that would be a very, very different story to where we are today. So it's definitely playable. I would have played it in a different way, but yeah, don't want to deal with it. Okay. 1, 2, this is the turn where we go for Frost Guardian here, but we want to do it. Yeah, he's going first, so that's fine. He's going first, so he's going to go for 2 damage, and then his turn is over. Then we can safely hit him. It's going to be 1-1, hit the Forge, and then we're going to blast a 44 into the Frost Guardian. I think I can... Oh, sorry, it's this. Get it out of my hand. Also, Fullbird didn't need to be the one to tank that, by the way, but he did. Good on him. Okay, flip phone. I never had a flip phone, did you? I always wanted one. It was a BlackBerry that I wanted. I saw it in a catalog years ago when I was a kid. Never got it. Anyway. Do you redraw? You do. I need to find more things. This is Uber Bear. Okay, there's 2 there's Uber Bear and there's also this thing, which a monstrosity that I created. A Frankenstein monster of my own design. That's a problem for the me of tomorrow. Uh-oh, it's tomorrow. It's a problem for me now. Luckily, we have 1 snow. And, yeah, I guess that's it, huh? Yep. It'll be fine. It's alright. He's never going to attack. It's the thing. He's never going to attack. Ah, I should have kept the Consume Sword for this purpose. I was thinking about that, but then I stopped thinking about that. Don't you hate that? When you think and then you stop thinking? Okay, great. Sorry. What we can do instead is... we can get maximum poison potential. Yeah, I like that. Perfect. Look at that. It's not a problem. It's a non-issue. Okay. This is coming in like this. Get 4 coming in. I want the Winterworm gone, dead, and buried. I want more poison. I can't have both. I can do this. I just want more poison on more things. Yeah, okay, fine with. Oh shit. That's okay. I want to chomp him in the bottom. Like, I wanted both things, but then I tripped over myself. It's not a big deal either way. We're winning this fight no matter what. This is a 4 damage swing coming in. At this point, Uber Bear's dead anyway on board. Okay, we have 8 damage coming in. We can do it like... a lot of different ways to slice this pie, really. Is there a way I can kill him now? So I can do, yeah. We do this. And then... yeah. That's more than good enough. Very nice. Okay, excellent. Well done. Job done. We're moving on to the final fight. We've made it this far. We get 1 more Blessing of the Sun. You never used to get a blessing here, but now you do. We can take 2 things. Companion limit and charm limit +1. That is something that you consider as well. Hold off for Fellowship, because then you could have put Moko Charm onto Chompom and get a ×2. Something to consider. But it's okay. I don't mind. I'm gonna take these. I want to do the gacha. I want to see what we Noomlin. There's good hits for Noomlin. Well, these weren't great hits for Noomlin. Sunrod is good. I was hoping for, like, anything here. That's okay. Okay, we're in the final fight. It's still losable. It's losable because we don't have snow. But, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. I'm just trying to think, do I still want Lumin Vase? Vase Vase? How much do I value? I don't think anything changes here. Well, resource-wise, there's nothing you can change. Spike and bomb or bench. Make sure, in case you have units in the reserve, it's good to look at them. Because there are some units where you'll keep on the reserve specifically for the final fight. Like, you won't take them out until this fight. But in this case, I don't think we need them. Okay. Okay, sorry, it's been a while since I've done this, so let me try to remember how I like to play. Generally, if I have a big freeze, you want to put it on the Crusher. I won't be able to explain everything about this fight. It will take way too long, and this video is already way too long. So I'm just going to play it out. I'll talk about whatever I talk about, and if you folks have questions, then please feel free to leave them below. And if necessary, I will do a separate video on this fight. Okay. Okay, the main thing that I have to point out to you is that because this is, nowhere else in the game has this effect. This Frost Jailer, as long as this guy is alive, I cannot move my units. They are stuck. The only way to cheat around this is if you have like 3 units in a row and you bump one with another unit, so you force the unit to move. That's the only way to cheat it. Or you could, again, ink it. When I say ink, I mean like remove the effect. It's an ink effect. Or you kill him. Those are the ways to get rid of it. That's the critical thing you have to see. There's more things to see in this fight, but that's something you have to look at. Okay, great. Yeah. I'm trying to see. This is a very important decision point. I think. Barrage was. Who do I need to kill? I think because I don't have freeze, normally I would kill the jailer first. Because I don't have freeze, I'm thinking about killing the Crusher first, because the Crusher is scaling up. There's 2 things that scale. It's the Crusher and the Junker. Basically, the only non-threatening thing is the Muncher. Everything else is threatening in its own way. And I have to position accordingly. I have to see in the future what my positioning is going to be like, because I cannot move right now. I'm thinking Chompom top row. And we commit to killing the Crusher fast. But if I do that, then I still... The Junkers are going to get free reign is the issue. And I won't be able to access him. The only way to access them is basically building the poison engine on Fulbert. Or hoping for a few lucky hits with the Rotor. Yeah, I'm incentivized for that reason to put a Rotor in the bottom row. For the hits onto the Junker, because I don't care about hits on the Muncher. And we set up Fulbert safely in the bottom row as well, because taking the 1 in 3 aimless hit is better than taking the guaranteed 5. The only issue is I have to have some split on my units. I can't get full value out of things like Shellbow, and once I commit units in the row, then my Shell Shield gets weakened, right? Because it's split. It's very interesting. I know I'm taking a long time, but I have to take a long time here. I'm leaning towards Chompom top, and then the other 2 on the bottom. But I have to get... Yeah, and then start accelerating the shell on Crusher. Or on Chompom, rather. I think it's like this. Sorry. You could kind of make a play depending on what Fulbert poisons. That's something to consider doing first, but I think it's okay. Okay. I don't know if that's going to change any breakpoints. How much do I want? Yeah, it should be like this. Need to keep Hero more insulated. Okay. The Crusher is So I'm going 30 here, 60. 60. The Crusher is dead in 2 cycles of Chomp Bomb is what you have to see there. With the 9 poison, I don't need the shell there, so then... This 7 is free, and this is always going to go into the Junker, but if I play it now, it's going to accelerate the Junker's attack. I think this Shovel's always happening. I have 2 Klunkers to dodge attacks as well. Or to eat attacks, rather. I think this is always happening. I can do this comfortably, and I can see where the poison lands. Okay. I got 2 coming in, which is totally fine. I'm not concerned with that. The barrage is going to be eaten by Chomp. So Chomp is basically tanking the full top row. The top row is of no consequence, really. I'm totally fine with what's happening in the top row. The Crusher is scaling, but he's not going to scale to a point that matters before Chomp eliminates him. The bottom row, the Junker is scaling every time I consume a card, and the Jailer is locking me down, position-wise. But, again, we have so much health that it gives us a big cushion to work through. I think one more Shell Shield on Chomp makes the most sense. Get it early now while he's about to swing. Oh, right. The Demon Eyes gets eaten by the poison. It doesn't matter here, but yeah. It's something I forgot about. Chompom's taking 4 plus 5. So, okay, Chompom's attack is getting reduced, right? So, it's 5 and 4, so it's -9. It's 33 minus 9. It's 3 like that, plus 6, it's going 23. But then 23 into 30, 25. It's not enough. It's not enough. I'm losing too much health, I think. But I can solve that just by Scrappy Sorting the Crusher, and we're just fine. I think. Oh, but then there's 2 ticks for poison, and that's Noomlin. Yeah, yeah. I just have to make sure Crusher dies in the next phase. I need that to happen. I don't want to waste a big swing of Chomp for no reason. So that's good. You could Mega Mimic here, I think, for free. Yeah, I think that's fine. Mostly just to play it. I think we're comfortable here. I just have to make sure I don't make any critical mistakes here. 9 is coming into the top row. The Crusher is dead on board. Rotor is coming in with a big swing, combined with the Mega Mimic attacks as well. 3 is hitting Fulbur, but it's of no concern. I have effectively a free turn here, so I want to just play this Gunk Fruit, I think. It's going to scale up Frost Junker by 1, but I don't mind. Okay, Crusher down. And we're working through the Jailer here. Call to play Woodhead to tank this 5. This is the best value it's really going to get. The thing is that's the Junker turn, because now Fulbert is getting critically low here. But I think with the snows coming up... Yeah. Yeah, this is good. I have to freeze the Junker next. If you freeze the Junker, then the next attack when he breaks out of the freeze is going to be even stronger, though. So maybe I just freeze the Jailer now. I have Sunrod for free in this hand. Which is always going to go on Chomp no matter what. Unless you want to Shell Shield him once first for a stronger hit. I think I do need to start scaling Chomp back up. He took a lot of damage. I need to keep his shell topped off. I just have to make sure I am above this threshold here. This is why, by the way, sorry, going back, right at the beginning of my tutorial video, I said you need to have a hero HP value of 8 or higher. You don't need to have it, but it's more comfortable that way. It's for this reason. It's so you don't get sniped by the Lancer. That's the trick. It just makes things a lot smoother. I just have to make sure I don't die. I don't want to lose Fulbert. I think one freeze can go into the Jailer comfortably. it's a lot of stuff that I'm taking. I think I have to shell shield down below. I'm taking there's too many threats that are happening at once in the bottom row. So I think I'm committed to shell shielding. I'm losing damage on this top row. But no matter what, I can re it up later. I want to kill the bomber in 2 turns, basically, right? Chomper is going to hit this thing for its -1 for like 20. And then it's going to be demonized. So then Chompom will kill the bomber on the next cycle, which will be... Yeah, it'll happen. Which means I can commit the shell shield down below. If I play Colonel, there's a chance he dies. There's a 33 chance that Colonel just dies on the spot if I play him. Versus shell shielding, there's also that chance because they could miss. If both shell shields go on hero, and the Lancer hits forward, then he's dead. But if I freeze, then the Jailer is going to be unfrozen. I'm back in the same problem. Actually, no, I'll have one turn of breathing room. So I do this now. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I didn't see I underestimated the Muncher. I completely forgot that he would eat my right side hero. Genuinely, like, I don't think about the Muncher. He's almost of no consequence. Wow, that's embarrassing. Okay. You guys might have seen that long before I did. Maybe you're screaming it at me. Okay. I don't think that changes anything here, though. This is happening no matter what. Yeah. And, I mean, honestly, if Fulbert dies here, he dies here. It's not a big deal. At this point, now that I've cleaned out 2, the Muncher is dead on board. I can't move here, but... I have to play this. Yeah, Fulbert's dying. I just want... Yeah, it's good that he stayed alive one more turn because he tanks the Junker hit. I think at this point, I just want to get rid of this. Because he's dying anyway, no matter what. Yeah. Okay. I still have Woodhead in hand, which is very good. I will need it, well, just about now. Unless I want to Shell Shield Hero, I don't really need to. 11, 7. Hero is at 15 plus 8. No matter what, Jailer is dead on the next swing. So I don't need to increase Chompom's attack. I just have to make sure I don't lose anyone. Yeah, no matter what, I'm good here. I don't lose anyone no matter what. But in the future... 7, 5... Yeah, okay, I will still do this. It'll make cleaning up the Lancer after easier. And now this is the best instance of Woodhead here. Okay. Now we can finally free roam. I do want something ideally to tank. Actually, no. At this point, we're totally fine. I just don't want to make any silly mistakes, because I've made a couple silly mistakes this video. Completely avoidable mistakes, so... I think what you can do is this. And you can do... freeze onto the Junker here. And now we are out of the woods. Phew. Yeah, definitely a little scary by me. It didn't have to go that way. I could have been a little bit more meticulous, but talking, playing, explaining all at once, it's a hard job, mate. It's a hard job. Oh, very good. And yeah, that's a run of Wildfrost. That is it. Start to finish, a run of Wildfrost. An hour and 30. Goodness gracious. If you made it this far, thank you so much. My goodness, that's... Hold on. Water. But hopefully this is a learning experience, an enjoyable experience. You got to see a lot of different concepts. Well, the biggest concept here was just find all the shell cards in your run, assemble all the pieces of Exodia, and have Chompom go off, so... Yeah, knowledge pack. I want to get out of your way as soon as possible. Oh, there are some stuns? Stats. Too gamer pilled. These are some stats here. A lot of damage, a lot of shell, a lot of shroom. Everything you like there. And yeah, overall pretty well played. Definitely a little mistakes here, of course, obviously. I lost... It's kind of funny. I lost Colonel twice In both instances, I lost Colonel. So my bad to Colonel. My apologies. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it if you made it this far. This is like my longest video yet. Thank you so much. And that's it. Ciao. Goodbye. Sayonara.